Right, and welcome to the business. And I'm joined again by Sandro Forte. It's our quick fire round. Many of you will have seen Blair doing this, but I thought I'd have a go at this because I'd quite like to fire these at Sandro. So, are you ready?
I am.
10 quick fire questions.
Yeah.
Nothing too taxing, it's just a bit of fun.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
What's your favourite holiday destination?
Vietnam, without question.
Wow. I know somebody else who's that's the favourite of as well.
Really?
Yeah. But he's a famous person.
Oh, it's
as well.
a fabulous country.
Really?
Yeah, go if you can go.
Favourite car?
Aston Martin.
Right, I can't fit in one.
Soft top.
Favourite restaurant?
Mosman's in London.
Wow. Is it nice?
Fabulous.
Wow. Expensive?
Very expensive, but I know the manager. You can't get in otherwise. It's a private members club.
Oh,
I'll do you a favour though.
Oh, thanks. Okay, which drink have you been most drunk on?
Alcohol.
Oh, there must be one. Everybody's got a man. Well, man was always a Pernod.
Oh, all right, meths then.
Meths?
I'm joking. I once got very drunk on Campari.
Really?
Very drunk, yeah.
Wow.
Don't
I
ask
didn't
me.
even
Don't
know that
ask
was
me.
alcoholic.
No, I was about 21 at the time because I don't think they do Campari anymore, do they?
Is Campari, is it alcoholic?
Yes.
In fact, scrap that. I can't even believe I just said admitted to drinking Campari.
Yeah.
It's a horrendous drink.
Okay.
It was a bet.
Which is your favourite businessman or woman?
Wow. Probably Sir Richard Branson.
Yeah.
Only because he's so iconic and he's achieved almost anything he's ever wanted to achieve.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a common answer, but it's because he's
Sorry.
so good, isn't it? No, yeah. All right, I'll let you off.
You want to come up with something else?
Yeah, no. All right. What's the fastest you've ever been in a car? Obviously, on an autobahn or something like that.
Obviously on an
Obviously.
autobahn. 157 miles an hour.
Wow, really?
Yeah, and that was on the... No, I'm not even going to say it. A6 between Stockport and Manchester.
It was on a back road.
Yeah.
So, what's your favourite make of watch?
Probably Panerai, I would think.
Yeah? Big watch, aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
Nice. Are they Italian?
Yes.
Yeah, Italian. Okay. What's the funniest or strangest situation you've been in since being in business?
Oh, well, I don't even know if I should admit to this, but when I first started out, I was a manager for 3 years for an insurance company back between 93 and 96. And I took a new entrant under my wing and took him out on what they called a field visit. This guy, John, got very lucky because he picked up what we call an orphan client. So picked up a file that he never dealt with that another advisor, having retired, had left. So he gets to go and see this client. It turns out this individual family lives in this palatial property not very far from the office where we worked. And I took him, and because he was a bit green, I said, look, leave everything to me. I will show you how to break the ice, conduct the first meeting, sell the product if there's one to be sold. Leave it to me. So rather arrogantly marched up the path, this massive door, knocked on the door, and when the door opened, the lighting was very, very dim, and this woman who answered the door said, oh, hello, and I said, we're here to meet, and she said, oh, yes, yeah. And all I could see behind her was this television that was lit, and all I could hear, apart from seeing this dimly lit television in this anteroom behind where she was stood, was this dog barking. And I'd said to John, you know, one thing you've got to do as a salesperson, you've always got to look for opportunities to link into a conversation, set of golf clubs or a well-manicured garden. Because I heard the dog barking, I said, oh, you've got a dog then? I've got one of those. And she said, no, we haven't got a dog. And I said, the dog, I can hear the dog barking. And as we walked through this hallway into this anteroom with this television on, her disabled son was in front of the television making all sorts of excited noises in front of this television screen, and I thought it was a dog. The meeting lasted about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's...
It was
that's
absolutely
something that I
horrendous.
would do that. That is typical of what I would do, so I've got a bit of sympathy there for you.
Horrendous.
Now then, before we get on to your bit of business advice, this one is, who would you most like to meet if you could choose anybody that could be alive or, unfortunately, dead? Who would it be?
I think I've already met him briefly, but I'm a real Manchester United fan, and I would definitely like to spend some time with Sir Alex Ferguson.
Well, isn't he had a fantastic career?
I think he's so inspirational. He is. If I could just spend a couple of hours with him and just take notes on how he manages people, it would give me, a lifetime of experience. Yeah.
So long. Okay, so the last bit we've got here, you're going to point straight at the camera and tell our viewers here. Sandro, what is the one piece of business advice you'd give to the people out there watching this to take away with them that will hopefully help them in their business?
Okay. This one is very simple, and I make no apologies. The simplest bit of advice I can give you is to work hard. Now, that might sound very simplistic, it might sound very basic, but I would ask you to ask yourself whether you do work hard enough every day. If the answer is yes, you're on the right track. If the answer is no, then take a good long hard look in the mirror and see what else you need to do to make the steps necessary to achieve success.
Wow, great advice. Thanks, Sandro. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks again.
Thank you.